Dinish just behind him. They do a bit of a twitch. You're allowed to do once, but you can't do it twice, 3 times.
Okay, right, it is the 54 of Veda Pratama that still has the advantage.
Those trio, I think, are being caught by the 31 of Pugliese and Hakim,
etc. They come towards turn 1. It's going to be Uriarte leading the way. Veda up the...
But only just. The white helmet of Karpushin in second place. Then
Danish on the number 13.
Carter Thompson there in 6th place with Sullivan Mounty up from 11th on the inside of Christian Daniel once again, so his lead was rather short-lived.
Yeah, and they're broken away, the group is broken away.
And Uriarte in 3rd. Down the hill they go. Absolutely superb stuff. It's 100.
There in 7th as well, just off the back of this group, so we're really seeing it properly strung out, Peter. This is absolutely...
Karpushin is back there in 6th place, and that's the rest of the field.
54 kilometres there, 102 miles an hour. They get up to 194 kilometres an hour before they...
Absolutely fascinating. I wonder what the conditions are like out there. I mean, the pace being drilled.
I wonder if these leading group of 5 are going to hang on to it.
Gonzalez had a big twitch to the front end then.
He rub off speed into the left-hander here. Climbing the hill in 4th gear.
Out here, I mean, you got 2 riders out the top 3 in 2:01s. Most of the others, apart from Pugli...
Didn't he? He collected that up just in time to turn it right, but he lost a little bit of ground. But I think
up here in 4th.
Karpushin just cut across the front of Uriarte. Sorry there, Peter. That was so close. The AC and Dinish, they're in 2:02s. Everybody else in minimum 2:03. So it's just a red hot.
It could have been a lot worse.
Karpushin's absolutely on it, isn't he? He got a podium last time. They're being ultra brave through there. But look at Gonzalez just waiting to pounce on a bunch of these riders. The cut pace like the sun out there at the moment from these leaders.
And pole time was 2:01.
Out in Saxon. He's got Dinish for company just behind him, and the chase begins. They're 1 second coming down the waterfall. They fan out 3 abreast towards the penultimate curve. Uriarte up to the inside. Karpushin
9.5, and Veda Pratama has just done a 2:02. Yeah,
off David Gonzalez at the line. We're going to come across the intermediate. Doesn't want to give an inch, but he's forced to. He cuts back up the inside. They go off the track over onto the Blackstone.
2:0, so he's almost on his pole time. David Gonzalez is underneath the pole time at 2:01.
Second intermediate now near enough, or on the exit of this corner. We'll see whether that gap is coming down or not. In towards the final corner. Uriarte has to give way and move back down into 3rd place.
0.71.
Well, this is absolutely fascinating then, and you can see, but the leading quintet, if they want to just have a race of their own, it's in their best.
Yeah, he went from 1st to 3rd just on the scrub, and the brakes into the left-hander. That's
Tani and Ramadeepa having their own little battle back in 8th and 9th on our timing screens, just a swap over from their interest just to absolutely pin it, because they've got Karpushin and Dinish hot on their tails.
And if you saw the that leads again, and still 15 laps to go. My goodness, they're about half.
Got to give a shout out to Thompson and Mounty. That's a good start for them. Thompson could have expected him to be in this front group. Perhaps.
The orange tape come off got pulled off one of the bikes there, and another bit lying on the road.
The brake will stand this. Up the inside, it's the number 11 of David Gonzalez who has a look.
So this pace and qualification, but not today. Fastest lap of the race goes to Hackett.
That is the tape that they have on the radiator at the start of the race. As the temperature rises, the riders can pull the tape off.
Oh, someone's down in the background. Oh, it was Dinish. Dinish went down, Peter. I'm sure of Dinish on the back of this group, the number 13 Malaysian rider there, doing very, very well indeed on championship league.
Off and give them full cooling.
There is Benyat Fernandez then. He was the fastest rider on track last time. He now by 12 points. Here's what happened. He cuts up the inside, he goes wide. He's got a lead of 4 second places so far this year. This is where he took his first Rookies Cup victory last year. Oh, it was around 0.2 of a second quicker than your leader, Christian Daniel. So a lot of corner speed, too much. He lost the front twice, and the second time he didn't catch it. He nearly gets wiped out there by, oh no, He nearly took out their Giulio Pugliese. He could well be a threat later in the race, but what's for certain is these front 5 riders.
Was it Carter Thompson or being clipped actually?
I think so.
Whatever it was, they got away with it.
It was 31 on 13. That was a tough move. So against turn 3 is not your stereotypical overtakes. Are just absolutely drilling it. They're not interested in a big pack race. They want to have one.
Anyway,
we're on board with Dinesh now. He goes there and it's Fernandez.
No, it isn't. But meanwhile, I was interested. I was watching Brian Uriarte there as he tried
Of their own.
Yeah, that's right. And Brian Uriarte and Veda Pratama are well able to
In front of him.
oh my goodness.
Wowee.
Right, back with the lead.
to hang on to Veda Pratama. He didn't look quite as smooth and cool and precise to drag this group away from the rest of the field, but that isn't happening at the moment. It's 3 abreast on the brakes.
It's Brian Uriarte who has the advantage over Capuchin in the white helmet. Gonzalez is
as he normally does. I wonder if he's just having to push quite hard to stay with.
Oh, and Christian Daniel, the last on the brakes there, just lets them off a little bit later than everybody else. He's going
in 3rd place.
And you've got Morelli in there as well, Peter. Where did he come from? How'd you do that, Mark?
The leader, the number 54, the Indonesian Veda Pratama.
Pratama taking go across track limits though on the exit of that, which is the risk you run as they come now down to wow, you've woken up, haven't you?
That's right. Of course, he didn't come. He was pit lane start yesterday, but
Such a different. Well, I mean, all 5 of them doing completely different lines there through the reverse corkscrew, aren't they? Towards 2A and 2B. Veda wants to go up the inside there again, but Christian Daniel just so late on the brakes, isn't he?
that was a penalty. He started from 15th, his qualifying position today, but still 15th to 5th.
You're absolutely right. It is so downhill there. You cannot imagine it from just your goodness me. And that is a bit of an example there. He slightly rushed the corner, but I don't think he sacrificed his drive.
Kind of thing. Right, so it is Uriarte on the 51. Capuchin.
TV screens, how they're not just folding the front every time. Well, that's why they're in Red Bull Rookies Cup. Too much there on this big hill climb up towards turn 3.
And I think he dragged Veda Pratama onto the
white helmet, 17 around the outside. Gonzalez inside in 3rd place.
That's right. And as I say, they go through the gearbox, they're through the left-hander in first, and they just go green with him there at turn 1. But there's the chasing pack, including Benyat Fernandez, and they are closing in.
Christian Daniel Jr., the number 70, up into 8th place as well, just off the back of the
2nd, 3rd, 4th. You know, it's so steep down there that they're just as quickly as they can change the gear.
They're visibly closer now. You don't need to see the too much about the timing screens, because you can see they are closing.
leading group then. So a lot of the riders who maybe had a little bit left in the tank come.
They do so. So there is the number 13 of Hakim Danish, our points leader, but he's yet to win a race there.
And this is the danger, you know, Uriarte, Pratama, they do not want a big pack after the end of free practice and qualifying. We've a lot better here today as we see Morelli now moved up into 3rd.